And well, then you should be in good shape. So remember, we cross off the second point. Remember, no one should be talking when I'm teaching, like at all. 0, period. Why do you have to make a comment right after I say that? And then we draw our little slide here. You work on like the top side and the bottom side separately. So if I cover up the left-hand numbers, this kind of splits it up for me, so the subtraction I'm about to do here is going to go on the top. You always do the top number minus the bottom. On top, I'm putting 10 minus 9. And then on the bottom, I just do that with like the other points. So I do the top number minus the bottom number. So that's going to be 14 minus negative 5. So remember when you have minus and negative, what's that?
Negative 14.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, thank you. And then here you have minus and negative, so that's plus and positive, right?
And you are aware the mistake that Mr. Davis just made is your number one mistake. So you're very quick to catch him. Can you be very quick to catch yourself when you forget those negatives?
Yes.
It's the number one mistake that's made on these types of problems.
It's easier when you're watching someone else's.
It's so much easier, right?
What if it's negative 9?
Anybody have a question? Lucas, I didn't know you had a question. I'm sorry.
What if it's negative 9?
It's minus. So you do the top number minus the bottom number. So like 10 minus 9, if you're calling that.
Oh, no, I'm
It's
saying
talking about the
5.
answer.
Oh, down here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would. And then the top is 1. So with negatives, I want to make sure you understand something. Because you're going to check your answers, and the answer key will probably look different than what you do. These 3 things are all the exact same. You have 1 negative sign. I don't care where you put it. It could be on the bottom, it could be out in front, it could be on top. Just don't put 2 negative signs. Because if you had 2 negative signs, 1 on top, 1 on the bottom, what would happen to them? They'd cancel out, and then now you'd be positive. You want it to be negative, so don't put 2 negative signs because they cancel and make positive. That's it. That's my answer for that.
I remember.
Question number 1. I'll keep rocking. Number 2, I'm going to cross off negative 8, negative 15, and just rewrite it below. Draw my slide. And then, can someone tell me what goes on top of that slide? Roll call. Jay. Beautiful. That would have been beautiful also. Do you want to do the bottom?
14 minus 8.
Careful.
Oh, negative.
Minus negative 8, right? That's plus positive. So 15 plus 15 is 30. 14 plus 8 is 22. And like when you check this answer, it won't say that either. So I'm fine with you leaving it like this for now. But I need you to understand that if you go check your answers, the answers would say 15 over 11. Both correct. How did the answer key get from this to this? It's about the top and bottom by 2, right? Isn't 15 like half of 30? 11 is half of 22. This is fine. Just say when you go to check your answers, they might have the simplified version. And then you gotta like check and see if they match. Watch about 1 or 2. Nope. You want me to do another one? Do you have a specific one or just keep going? I'll do 3. Cross that out. Right underneath. Draw my slope slide. So then here, I'm going to do top minus bottom. So 16 minus negative 18. The top number minus the bottom number. So that's going to be plus positive. And then on the bottom, you got top number minus the bottom number. So that's 3 minus 14. That slides down to the bottom because you can't cross the line. These numbers are going here. These numbers are there. And then you figure these out. So 16 plus 18 is 34. 3 minus 14. I've got $3, but I lose 14. 11. And so again, you could have negative 34 over positive 11. You could have 34 over negative 11. Or you can put the negative sign like out in front. Those are all the exact same answers. A lot of choices. So I want you guys to do 1 through 10. Then we'll come back together and there's 10 more and I'll show you how to do in a little while. Right now, just 1 through 10.
From you have it. Make a big battle cry, girl. Do it. Ooh, do it. Do it. If you really want to be a little louder, he said that. I said that. So the next. Please stop talking. Why you're not even done? You get your answer. He's not even done either. I'm all chill. Hey, can we all calm down? Can you guys all just hop off? Family friendly. Family friendly. There you go. Let's keep it family friendly up here. I like their pink pencil. That's cute. Act like some big reds. I like it. Yeah, kick it. Jacob, act like a big red girl. I'll leave it right now. Leave it. Do it. Do it. I want poof. Back to back. Check. 3, 5, 2, 4, 2, baby. 5 and 2. Go now. I don't know why he's smoking. He's on the damn team. You make it better. Jacob, remember that? What's that highlight on your thing? And you catch it in one hand. Oh, you're so cool. You caught the ball. It's not your highlight, but you should be posted it. I have my highlights. On Huddle. Big rats. If you look at it, you're catching the ball. You're seeing it, y'all. You're seeing it, y'all. Honestly, bro, Charlie and Brad are playing football game too. I don't think they don't go. Bro, I literally talked to him last hour. He said that he would play. Charlie did. So wait, hold on. That would be 2, right? So now, so it'd be negative 16.
So here we just said 5 minus. We have minus like that. So
16 minus 19.
that's right. On the bottom, 1. The bottom would be 1 minus negative 1. That's where. You'll like my slides there. We'll just look flat. Straight up. Sit under the seat.
Negative 12. Hey, what if that be negative 60?
Are you cool?
Hey, I'm gonna have a first one.
You don't want to make 20.
Yeah. I just turned around.
Stop talking. So we have two negatives. It's like a negative divided by a negative. Positive. Erase that. Just like 2 more minutes, and then we'll start on for 11.
Did you put up all the
What?
answers?
Forgot.
I didn't know if you wanted to.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you check it? Some of them are done.
Yeah, most of them are done. Here, check your slopes. I didn't put the answers up, but I want you to check them 1 through 10.
Guys, did you check your answers? He's got them up there. Make sure you're checking them and redoing them if they're wrong.
Like this one, I know was negative 22 over 4, but that's the same thing. This was like negative 16 over 2, same thing. Number 6 was 0 divided by something, I think 16, same thing.
Are y'all listening to him? You might want to.
Jay, what's up? Move. I'm trying to. You guys, I can't even hear Jay. No, it's not because he's quiet. It's because everybody's talking. Don't blame him. Number 5, what? It would, but then 16 minus 19 makes that negative also. So that one, it actually came out negative 3 over negative 2. But then if you do a negative divided by a negative, what's that? That's a positive, so those are really the same. Alright, let's look at number 11, please. Go to 11. Alright, so we're going to graph these. So I'm going to make a little table. It's called T-table. So watch me do it before you write it down. You're going to put an X on one side. Over here, you're going to write the equation they gave you. So they gave me y equals 2x plus 1. And then down the left-hand side, put -2, 1, -1. Dorian, Sean, you with me? So what we're going to do is use these numbers to get points put on this graph and like connect them and make a line. So this tells me that the y value is 2 times the x value plus 1. Here I'm saying the x value is -2. So you're going to do 2 times -2 plus 1. So you're literally just putting this number in place of the x. Put it in parentheses. And then you figure out what this is. 2 times 2 is -4. Plus 1 is -3. And then that's a point. -2, -3. That I'm going to go put on my graph.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How did you choose to do -2, -1, 0, 1?
That's what you're going to do every time. I'm choosing that for you. You do it every time. Yeah.
Why do you have to break it down like this?
How else would you? Do you have a different method of breaking it down?
What don't you understand about it?
Like, I can watch you do it. I
Just
Let me keep going. I'm all done for like 10 seconds.
watch what he's doing.
So, I'll repeat what I did. I know y is 2 times the x value plus 1. Here I'm saying, what if the x value is -2? Alright, well then let's drop it in there. 2 times -2 plus 1. If I work that out, I get -3. And then I'm just putting like these two together, and that makes a coordinate. Put that coordinate on my graph. So this is 2 to the, which direction? Left, and then 3 down. 2 left and 3 down, I'm gonna put a dot. That's my first.
So y'all get how he got 2 parentheses -2?
So then keep going. Okay. So I'm gonna rewrite it. I'm gonna go x is -1 now. So I know y is 2 times the x value plus 1. But what's the x value now? -1. So 2 times -1 plus 1. And you're just gonna plug in each number down as you go. So what's 2 times -1? -2. -2 plus 1.
-1.
-1. So that's another point. -1 is the x value, -1 is the y value, so I got a coordinate here. And I'm going to graph that coordinate, just like we did in the warm-up. This tells me 1 to the left, and this tells me 1 down. So I'm still starting from the origin. 1 left, 1 down. So let me keep going. If I go too fast or am I done?
I understand now.
So now I'm going to go 2 times what? Plus 1. What's going to go right there?
It would just be 0, 3, right?
0.
And then it'd be 3.
Well, let me get to it. I like to teach. So what's 2 times 0? 0 plus 1 is 1. So now I've got a coordinate at 0, 1. So 0 to the right or left and 1 up. And that like fits my line. Those points look like they're making a line. Good, they're connected.
How does oh,
So what's the next number I'm going to plug in? +1. So you see how these numbers are just going right down the line? I'm just plugging them in for x. So 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So I've got a coordinate. What's the coordinate? 1, 3. And now if you did like, let's say I got like 6, 2, and I go to put a point like way over here, that should like alert you did something wrong because it's not lined up with the other one. It should all be pretty lined up, and this one is. So 1, 3 is right here. And then I know not everyone has like fully understood this yet, but I'm gonna show you a shortcut anyways that will allow you to use if you're comfortable using it. Notice that this column right here, think about it like money. You have $3, you're $3 in the hole. You owe someone $3. Well, now you're only $1 in the hole. How much money did you just find? About $2. Then you got $1. So if you were $1 in debt and now you have $1, how much money did you gain? 2 every time because that's a positive 2. No, this would be over 2 up 5. No. The first number tells you right or left. The second number tells you up or down. So if I went up 5 over 2, that'd be over here. That wouldn't like fit on my line. 2 come 5. Fits on my line. And then I can connect this. So there's one method is just plugging it in, and then I threw in like a little shortcut thing that I'll show you again. That can help you all. So is there anything I can go over on 11 that didn't make sense? Like you want me to go through? Yeah, there's questions. All right, let's rock 13. So flip it over. Is the first one on the back. So the -2, the -1, the 0, 1, and 2, that's what you do it every time. That's just what you're going to use. There's no choice there. You don't have to figure it out. And then the y value is what I'm looking for. And I know that it's -5 times the x value. Well, to start off with here, what's the x value? -2. So I'm going to do -5 times -2. That's a positive 10. So that's -2 comma 10. But we do have a little issue here. You can't graph that because the graph's not big enough. It would be like 2 to the left and then 10 up, which is like up here somewhere. So just don't graph it. It's okay. So we found the point. We're good. Just don't graph it. So now I'm going to put -5 times what? -1. Negative times a negative is positive. Positive 5. So that gets me a coordinate at -1, comma 5. That's 1 left, 5 up. Alright, if I plug in 0, -5 times 0. Plugging in these 5 numbers in place of x. So what's anything times 0? 0. That's a coordinate at 0, comma 0, which is right on the origin. And so here's where you can keep plugging in. You're more than welcome. So if you go -5 times -1, -5 times -2, that absolutely works. But some of you, I think, can see the pattern. I went from 10 to 5 to 0, so I'm losing how much every time? I'm losing 5 every time. Well, if I have 0 and I lose 5, where am I? -5. If I lose 5 more, it's -10. So I'm kind of trying to show you the shortcut while I show you the long way. And these were going down by 5, right? That's because that number is a -5, so you're going down by 5 every time. This number is a sheet. And I can't graph that last one either, so I'm just going to use these 3. Make my way. Questions on 13? Should I do another one? No? You're opposed to me doing another one? Sean, you good? You get it?
I get it.
I don't get recorded on it. I couldn't get it. You get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So I'm going to do 14. If you want to ignore me and keep going on your own, go for it. X. Yeah. You don't really need to worry about it, though.
Yes, x.
So you're just going to go, Jacob, put the -2 there. You don't, the 1 doesn't really matter. Then what's -2 plus 3? 1. There's your point. -2, comma 1. So how much did we go up by? We went 1 by 1 because what's the number in front of the X? Even though we can't see it. They should all be black. You start zigzagging, you mess up something. So I'll put 0 in, I'll keep going. So what's 0 plus 3? It's 3, so that gives me a coordinate at 0, comma 3. 0, comma 3. So again, I could keep going with that, but I can also see the pattern. We're going up by 1 every time, right? So what's the next number? 4. What's the next number? 5. So that's 1 comma 4, and 2 comma 5. You get your So we're gonna walk around and help now. I mean, if you have questions, please ask. But I think it's to the point where like individually is better than class. So your job is to get that done before you leave. Take a picture. it's like negative x plus 2. Just do that. You're good.
I can't.
Sure, I'll look at that one. Fine. It's the same stuff.
So, A is 3, actually, oh yeah. Well,
You see how